Any upcoming albums or EPs?
Hey, I've been making an album for the last probably about 2-3 years now. Every minute I change it because it's trying to make a record that has that real same classic Shaggy sound to it, but has a certain amount of freshness to it. Because you don't want to be like the OG guy trying to do the new shit. You know what I mean? You want to have that classic Shaggy sound, but still has that kind of fresh kind of energy to it. And music changes so fast, it's still trying to find that pocket. And the type of music that I've always made, I've always been somebody that really kind of set my own pace. I never really followed. I mean, when we did Old Carolina, there was nothing on radio that sounded like it. When we did It Wasn't Me, you know, they were in Britney Spears on NSYNC type of mode and all of that. So we just come with these records are just very left field records that I've always come with, and I kind of want to still do that, but just do it in a fresh way. So whenever I'm done with it, I'm done with it. So I'm just gonna keep making it and keep tweaking and keep changing records until I'm satisfied. Because I normally just make records very selfishly, and then they either connect or they're not. For the most part, they do. So you know, don't want, it's not broken, don't fix it.
We open the floor for questions. Right here, in the front.
Okay.
Hello.
What's changed from you were making music and it was being played? I don't think it was played much, and I heard you say that back in that time that making music or Christian music was not played.
Yeah.
What's the difference between then and now that it is played and accepted so much in radio?
It's in a way I am like it's almost as if they make me feel like I'm a genius in some way, because when I was doing dancehall music and I was doing it in the style that I was doing, I was criticized by majority of the purists as being watered down music or crossover music or whatever it is, which ironically was the same situation. Like, I don't know if you know the history of what Bob Marley music was. It's the same thing when Bob Marley, as much as they call him as the king of reggae, right now, back in the early days when Bob Marley was doing the original Wailers music, he was criticized the same way for making watered down music, because he would take the original Wailers music, bring it to England, and had session musician overdub it so it could get on rock radio. What we did was use samples from Booker T and the MGs to Marvin Gaye, Let's Get It On, just so we could get on radio, because radio did not play reggae. You know what I'm saying? So these were the tricks that we did. It was pretty much the same concept. To now, where you see reggae is now the sound of popular music today. You know what I mean? You have all the pop people, you know, so in a way I'm like, what I was doing is what they're doing now. And every kid in Jamaica is doing that now. So you know, for me it's a beautiful thing that now the culture within itself is a mainstream music. It's part of it. I'd love to see a lot more of the Jamaican guys really doing it. A lot of it, you're seeing a lack of that because some of them can't travel. But there's a different vibe that's coming now. The internet is a powerful thing, and you're starting to see these Jamaican acts become huge, right? Where they might not get played on radio because radio isn't the gatekeeper anymore. And you find these kids out here singing these records, and they're singing them line for line, and they've never been on radio ever, which is, to me, is a wonderful thing, you know, because now you can really just directly deal with your audience. You know what I mean? So I think that is probably one of the biggest changes, I would think.